Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm a mom who loves home decor thrifting and a good DIY project. Today I have 3 Christmas DIYs for you. I love keeping Christmas DIYs really minimal, classic, things that are actually cute, hopefully, and that you could even use for years to come. I did want to quickly mention, in case you watch my videos often, you know that I'm pregnant and I am pre-filming this video, so I definitely should have had the baby by now. But just to give myself some time off, I wanted to pre-film. So anyways, baby is still in here, but when you guys watch this, baby girl should have arrived. Okay, before we jump into things, if you're not already, feel free to follow me on Instagram at EmilyFaith22. Let's get started with our first Christmas craft. For this first project, we are going to be making monogram hangings for your stocking, so to kind of differentiate which stocking belongs to each person. So I went to Michael's. I grabbed these wood letters for just over $1 and some yarn. You're also going to need some scissors, a hot glue gun. I also wanted to mention that if you guys don't want to go buy these letters, or you don't have a Michael's, or you can't find something like this, little wood letters, you 100% can cut out a letter from cardboard and do the same process. So just find some really sturdy cardboard. We are going to yarn wrap them, and what I love, I chose this beautiful sort of, it's like a creamy color, and you can obviously choose any color you want, make it your own. You can go all festive, red, green, gold, whatever you guys would like. I, of course, no surprise, chose a neutral color. I'm gonna try starting with the O. We're gonna add a generous amount of hot glue to get started. Simply start wrapping. As I've been working on this O, a couple things I am realizing. It's good to kind of have short pieces of yarn. It's hard to wrap with really long strands, so you can just kind of add more in as you go. And then I'm also just kind of doing little bits of hot glue and wrapping. It's actually very time consuming. I thought this would be a really easy, quick project, but wrapping yarn is very time consuming. I think if you get chunky yarn, it will go way faster, but I do love this look that you get just taking your time, and perfect project to do, putting on a Christmas movie, Christmas music, have some Christmassy snacks out, and get wrapping. I have finished wrapping all my letters. The M was definitely the hardest. The S turned out great. The O turned out great. N, it's okay. E could be better. M, it was a struggle. Anyways, so what we're gonna do is add, and this is just optional, but I'm gonna add 2 wood beads and tie. I decided not to drill any holes. I realized I can totally just tie some string around them, super easy. So cut yourself a nice long piece of string to work with. Simply tie it around the top. Then what I like to do when I'm working with wood beads or beads of any kind is get some tape and just tape off the end. I think it's so hard to string beads onto yarn or anything that's you gotta push it through a hole. It just makes it so much easier to just wrap some tape around. Then I'm gonna put 2 wood beads on. You obviously can do as many wood beads as you want. I'm just choosing to do 2. And then you can just tie the top at whatever height you want. Moving on, here is our second Christmas DIY project. This next project, I have this wood star I got from the dollar store, and I printed off some antique looking sheet music that I found on Pinterest. You can also like use thrifted books and old paper, stuff like that, anything you guys really want. And we have some Mod Podge and glue, scissors, paintbrush. I'm not sure I'm gonna use the glitter yet, but you know, that could be fun. So basically we're just going to put the sheet music on here, and this can be a cute little decoration up against a mantle or hung on a wall, something like that. What I'm gonna do is just flip over my paper and trace this star out, and then I'll just do the same with the other. Then I can kind of layer it to glue and Mod Podge on. My pieces cut, and I'm just kind of gonna layer them and use this little glue stick and glue them on. Now that it is glued on, we're just gonna go in with our Mod Podge and just do a layer of it over everything. And last but certainly not least, here is our third minimal Christmas DIY. We are going to make some felt stars and hopefully turn them into a garland. So I grabbed some felt. You can get any color you want. I just got these two nice creamy colors. You're gonna need a glue gun. I made a star template out of cardboard. If you have a nice big cookie cutter, you could use that too. The one I had was just a little too small. I did try it out, but I needed something a tiny bit bigger. You're gonna need scissors, some twine or string, and if you want, some wood beads. You'll also need some cotton balls as well. First thing you're going to do is take your felt and fold it in half long ways. Sorry, I'm filming this on my phone. This is kind of a last minute video before I have a baby. Fold your felt in half long ways. Then you're going to take your star and try and put it right at the edge and then overlap the top, because we're actually going to leave the top connected. So we are going to go around and trace stars, as many as you can fit. Once you have your stars traced, we're going to go ahead and cut them out using like the double fabric. This kind of saves us time. You cut them out, you should get something that looks like this. It's connected at the top. You can fold it in half. Then you're going to go and hot glue around the whole edge. Make sure that you leave this little top part so it can be a little loop where you're going to hang the star from. One thing I wanted to mention is that you, of course, could use a needle and thread and sew up the edges if you really want to make it look nice and properly stuff them. This is kind of more of like a fun, quick craft to do. You could do it with your kids. Hot glue obviously makes things way quicker. And then you can also just take your scissors and cut any seams that maybe aren't perfect and just line them up nicely so they look better. Once you've finished your stars, you can make as many or as little as you want. You're gonna take your twine or your string. I like to tape off the end to just make it easier to push through. And you definitely don't have to, but I always love wooden beads at Christmas. So You can string through a wooden bead and then string through a star and just alternate. I absolutely loved how these turned out. I'm sorry that I couldn't show you some of the finished products, like for the stockings, actually on stockings. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I am pre-filming this, so Christmas stuff is still tucked away. I didn't want that to stop me from obviously doing these fun Christmas DIYs. Obviously you didn't get to see these incorporated fully into a full Christmas home, but I hope these DIYs inspire you to create some of your own minimalistic Christmas style decor, or just to craft. I love Christmas crafts. They're great to do with kids. Just a fun time of year to get crafty and festive and create something unique, one of a kind, whether you want to gift these things to somebody else or keep them for your own home. They are really fun projects, and I hope you guys liked them. If you did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can subscribe for more of my everyday life. Follow me on Instagram at EmilyFaith22. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye!